Hey there, movie fans. Strap in because we're diving into the real story behind Disney's Snow White train wreck. A saga of hubris, hollow progress, and a studio that forgot its magic. Spoiler alert, this isn't your grandma's fairy tale. Before we unpack the chaos, smash that like button if you're done with Hollywood lecturing fans instead of listening. New here? Subscribe. We're about to expose the meltdown Disney once buried. Long before Snow White became a punchline, Peter Dinklage dropped a truth bomb. In a fiery interview, the Game of Thrones star called out Disney's remake as backwards, questioning why they'd pat themselves on the back for diversity while sidelining little people. Ouch. Disney's response? Vague promises about consulting the community and reimagining respectfully. But insiders claim behind closed doors? Panic mode. Fast forward to leaked photos revealing not 7 dwarves, but 7 magical beings. Gender neutral, racially diverse, and utterly disconnected from the story. Fans scratched their heads. Critics groaned. Dinklage's warning suddenly looked prophetic. Instead of thoughtful reinvention, Disney swapped iconic characters for what one Reddit user called Tolkien extras on a budget. The backlash? Nuclear. Zegler, Disney's new Snow White, in interviews, didn't just distance herself from the original, she torched it. She's not waiting for a prince. She's a leader, she declared. Fans felt mocked. Memes exploded. Even worse, Zegler admitted she'd barely watched the original. Yikes. Promoting a remake while dissing the source material? That's not bold, it's brand sabotage. Suddenly, Disney's girl boss Snow White felt less like empowerment and more like a lecture. Audiences weren't rejecting modern heroines. They'd loved Moana and Frozen. But Zegler's take? Smug. Dismissive. As one YouTuber put it, she didn't break the glass slipper, she threw it at us. As box office numbers nosedived, CEO Bob Iger blamed politics. Yep. In a now infamous speech, he framed the flop as false narratives targeting Disney's inclusion. But let's be real. Moviegoers weren't protesting diversity. They were protesting lazy storytelling. While Iger spun tales of culture wars, insiders claim execs held emergency Zoom calls, scrambling to blame toxic fandoms and alt-right trolls. Meanwhile, theaters sat empty. Here's the kicker. Films like Barbie and Spider-Verse proved audiences crave fresh, inclusive stories when they're good. But Disney's progress felt cynical. Forced, like a boardroom checklist, not a creative vision. And fans? They voted with their wallets. So what's next for Disney? Snow White isn't just a flop, it's a wake-up call. The studio once synonymous with magic now feels lost in a wilderness of its own making. Are they listening? Nope. Rumor has it they're doubling down on message-first reboots. But here's the truth. Fans don't hate change. They hate hollow change. The kind that winks at Twitter activists but forgets, story. Meanwhile, Peter Dinklage? He's sitting pretty. No interviews. No I told you so tweets. He doesn't need to. The numbers and the internet are doing the talking. Drop a comment. Can Disney rediscover its magic, or is this the end of an era? Smash like if you're rooting for a comeback, but only if they earn it. Subscribe for more unfiltered deep dives. Because Hollywood's got secrets, and we've got the receipts.